Let me preface this, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you know that this isn't my normal style of content, so do bear with me on that. PC gaming has given me everything I have today. I have a full-time job making videos about this sort of stuff, and that is my job. I have a house that I use half of it to store and make videos, and that is pretty much all this half of the house is used for. I have everything that I have today. I've had 3 job offers for PR and marketing for tech companies, and these are, you know, multi-million, multi-billion-dollar companies. I have admittedly turned them all down because I really enjoy being self-employed. This is a fantastic job, and I love that I get to wake up whenever I fancy and make videos about this sort of stuff and get paid for it. So that is, you know, a bit stuck up, I know, but seriously, try being self-employed and then try going back to the real world. It's a very difficult procedure, but you know, PC gaming has given me all of those things. If I hadn't been gaming on PCs 5 years ago, I wouldn't have started the channel, I wouldn't have had those job offers, I wouldn't have got to where I am now, I wouldn't be self-employed, all that sort of stuff. So it really is a fantastic thing that I feel it has given me so much that I feel I want to make sure that other people at least know about it and know why it's given me so much and how it's given me so much. I think we can all agree in general PCs are amazing. They have given rise to so many different types of jobs, obviously technically taken away a few as well, but they're absolutely fantastic. They're used in everyday life, whether it's your phone or whether it's your office PC or whether it's your TV, because that is a computer in some sorts, and all that sort of stuff. So it really is utterly fantastic. But for me, gaming PCs like these ones are just even better because they allow for so much more than your average laptop or desktop can do. Now, I don't have a picture of my first PC. That PC was a Pentium 3, I think with some sort of NVIDIA graphics, like very early, like you're talking NV1 level graphics at that point. So I don't actually have a picture of that. It was a tiny PC, the brand Tiny. It was actually about the size of the Master Case, so it really wasn't that small, but it gave rise to my first PC gaming experience. I was driving World Rally Championship with a very terrible but very small steering wheel, and it was just a fantastic experience. There was also a few other games. I think Rugrats was one of the ones that was installed, and something to do with pets, but you know, it was my first taste at PC gaming, and obviously with gaming on the PlayStation 2 and the Nintendo 64 and the Game Boy, you know, all of those things kind of built to my just necessity for a gaming machine. Now, ignoring the 2 laptops I had in between that PC and my, you know, next built PC, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about that one. It's the one that I built 5 years ago. It's the one that I reviewed a lot of the parts for on this channel, and it's how the channel kind of came to be to a point. So yeah, it's a very interesting system. It was an FX 8120, which, as we all know, is a rather warm processor. Also not entirely the best, especially with it being the first generation Bulldozer architecture. There's a lot of things that weren't that great about it, but it allowed me to make these videos, it allowed me to play games with friends, it allowed me to attempt to make games. I mean, I'm really still not that good at it. Here is my attempt at a game. I did make this in about 2 weeks over the sort of Christmas break last year, the year before, so it's not entirely, you know, terrible for a 2-week thing, but at the same time, it's certainly no masterpiece. From then on, I was on a journey of upgrading parts, as you'll probably know if you've ever had a gaming PC, but either way, the reason that I was upgrading most of the parts was because I was fairly uneducated when I built the PC. A lot of the parts that I picked weren't that great, they weren't that, you know, great value for money, and also I think I basically ended up buying them on a price peak, so I ended up getting way less value for money than if I'd waited a couple months or bought it a couple months earlier. The next system I built was actually this one, and that's the Coolmaster Master Case 5 mod project. It was a fully water-cooled PC. It was actually the first water-cooled PC I'd ever made, and yet I still used hardline tubing, and it worked out fine. It didn't leak at all, so really impressed with that one. And then the technical next PC I built was the desk project, which was a lot of fun. It's actually, those videos are up as well as the Master Case project videos, so feel free to go check all of those out. But Either way, it was a lot of fun to build that system into the table, and it's actually still my current system, and I've not changed anything about that one just yet. So that's kind of my story told through the gaming PCs that I've had, and for me, the majesty of it all is that they're so versatile. They can be ridiculously cheap. They can be $100, $200, $300, $400 or whatever you fancy, or they can be multi-$1,000 systems. I mean, look at the Orion X 8-pack system from Overclockers. I think that's a like $30,000 PC. It's got 2 systems inside of one case. It's, you know, quads, altogether quad Titan X's. It's, you know, ridiculous, utterly mental system, but you don't have to have that. You can have something that is $300, $400 and does a fairly good job at 1080p gaming on your TV that you already have, or you can pick up a monitor and, you know, use mouse and keyboard, or you can use controllers, or you can use joysticks, or you can use anything you want. The versatility is such a brilliant thing and has led rise to my career. It's led rise to a lot of people's careers actually, and just a lot of fun that you don't necessarily get on other platforms. Now, I don't want to bash anyone who plays on consoles. If you enjoy playing on your Xbox or your PlayStation or your Nintendo console, then awesome, nice one. I'm glad you found something you enjoy. For me, PCs aren't really something that you can compare directly to a console to, because they are, for me, just so much more than that. And while my Xbox 360 was a lot of fun to play on, especially when all my friends were available online, it was you know, a lot of fun to play with them. For me, just the fact that you can have a PC, especially the free online play, that's also quite a nice touch, is just a wonderful thing that I really highly do recommend to anyone. Now, the title of this video is the best $1,000 you'll ever spend, and for me, if you can't tell by the rest of this video, I genuinely believe that to be true. If you look at this as an investment, this is the best $1,000 I've ever spent. This is the best return on investment I could ever ask for in my life. And it really is utterly fantastic. I mean, I'm currently investing in stocks and shares ISA, so hopefully I understand what return on investment actually is here. So honestly, it's fantastic, especially if you're in schooling of some sort, whether that's, you know, university, or whether that's in secondary school or even primary school. If you're, you know, that endearing, then feel free to, you know, check one of these out. It really is an awesome thing. For me, this system right here is a brilliant balance of size to performance to price as well. This is a bare bones system. It's actually one that I've reviewed fairly recently, so I'll leave a card up above for you if you want to check out that system review. But either way, it's a GTX 1060, which is actually the same graphics card that's in here. Also, this one is probably 3 or 4 times the size of this one. This one is also ridiculously cool temperatures, which is awesome. It's also obviously ridiculously small, and a lot smaller than your console, so that's also quite nice. It's also considerably more powerful than your console. It does come bare bones, so you will need to pick up some RAM and an SSD and put them in yourself, but it's a fairly easy procedure. I showed you how to do it in the review, so if you are worried at all about that, then feel free to take a look at that video. And yeah, just for me, it's an awesome little system. It's a Zotac EN1060, the ZBox Magnus line, and it's just a ridiculously awesome little system. Now, of course, there are some other gaming laptops at this sort of price point that you might want to check out if you need some more portability, especially if you are at university or something like that. So you feel free to check out those. I've done a few reviews on that sort of thing as well. But for me, just the fact that this is this small, this you know, awesome as well, it's just a really nice price point to look at. And of course, if you want to go for something more custom, if you want to build it yourself, even if you want to build a smaller one like this yourself, this is at a fairly similar price point to this one when you're sort of done building it all as well. So again, it's just what you fancy, it's the options that are available, and yeah, for me, it's just really, really impressive. So before we finish this out, I want to know what you thought of this video in the comments down below. Is this something that you want to see more of these sort of basically my love letter to PC gaming, or is this, you know, a one-off that you never want to see again, or anything like that? Let me know in the comments down below. I love to hear your feedback. Of course, I make these videos for you. This is my business that I make, you know, make content and produce value to you. So if you feel like I have given you some value here, feel free to like the video, subscribe, and of course share it as well. That is the best value you can give back to me besides your time. Sharing those videos is the single best thing you can do, whether that's just on Reddit or Facebook, Twitter, tech forums, or anywhere else. Please do when you can. Of course, if you want to help me out even more and keep these lights on and, you know, keep supporting these videos, then feel free to use the Amazon or Overclockers UK affiliate links in the description down below. It genuinely does help me out. It does support the channel. It does keep these videos coming, and especially these more kind of random fun ones, those ones too. So yeah, please do use those when you can. All you have to do is click them before you pick something up, and that's all you need to do. Otherwise, feel free to check out some of the other videos. I'm going to leave them sort of on these PCs for you, and of course the subscribe button, which I will probably have to move because it's normally where my face is right now. So yeah, feel free to click that one too. Otherwise, yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all in the next video.